What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and today we're just going to recap, or actually not recap, but show you the releases that are coming out from the Air Jordan line during February 2016. This is something I wanted to start and release this video on the first. However, finding an external mic in Sacramento is a difficult task. I've looked at several places and called around, and most people had no idea what I was talking about, but let's get right into it. All this mumbo jumbo garbage writing we got to do. Anyways, okay, so first up, this is not confirmed, but this is the Air Jordan Kobe pack. This is going to have feature the Air Jordan 3 and the Air Jordan 8. These are rumored. This is rumored to release in February. There's not a specific date. However, it does seem more factual that it's going to happen because there's product numbers for each color. They're going to come together. Retail will be 500, and as you can see right below it, use this little mouse right here, right there, we link to the hub page of everything, so that area will be constantly updated and whenever there's new details and things like that, so you'll be able just to click that and we'll update once that information is available. All right, so next up, unfortunately, these already released, so we missed kind of the jump on that. The Shadow Air Jordan 1 Retro High KO edition, canvas built. First time this actual color scheme has hit the KO version. They're, iconic on the Air Jordan 1. These dropped on February 6th, 160. Next up, we got the Alternate 87. Same deal, they dropped February 6th, 2016. Retail is 190. Both are still available at most Jordan brand retailers. I haven't checked online. Just hit up Nike Store, FinishLine.com. I'm sure they still have them. Now this pair, this wasn't. We wanted to include this because whenever there's not an image, we want to include it just so you know that there's potentially this is a release that's going to happen. So when the Air Jordan 30 first, about a month ago, when people were starting to buzz a little more and the first images leaked, a product number and a release date, as well as a colorway and the retail price of this specific pair. And what happened is that pretty much nothing happened. No images leaked, nothing like that. they Potentially though in the future this could release, but as for now, it doesn't look like February 10th will be the release date. As you know, there's another pair though, the Wolf Gray, that is coming. Now we kind of messed up here because this should be above because these actually already released also on February 6th, so we'll edit that by the time this goes live. This is the Air Jordan 40, or I'm sorry, Jordan Air Spike 40 BHM. Spike Lee's new shoe. I'm not a fan of this model per se, but I'm not going to knock somebody that does like it. I just think it's kind of funny to me that Jordan Brand is putting Nike Air on it because they know we like it, and they know we want it. So in their uh, in their minds, this pair is going to push and sell. I haven't seen a single person wearing any Jordan Air Spike 40. So if you have, I mean, I don't. I think they should have just kept it the Jordan brand logo. Keep the Nike Air for other stuff. We got another Jordan Air Spike 40. This is known as Ghost Green, obviously because of the color used. They come in University Red, Ghost Green, Black White. February 12th, retail is 180. This will be an easy pickup. And we got the Jordan 30. This is the Wolf Gray. They dropped February 12th. Retail is 200. Now, adding my personal opinion on this, at first I was kind of like, they're all right. They're not great, but I'm usually like that with Jordan shoes. The newest model. They started to grow on me, but the one thing I will say is that they do look a lot like the Jordan 29, and I'm sure this pair is incredible as far as hitting the courts in. As they have some new like fly weave material or something on it, but I think they should have touched more. 30 is an iconic year. They should have touched something like had a little like piece of every shoe combined into one. If they did that, just a little thing and incorporated it right for the Air Jordan 30, I think that would have just been incredible. Like just the history on that shoe combined in one just would have been awesome to me. But that didn't happen. And now we got the Jordan 10 OVO in black. This is the second OVO release. So far, two stores are confirmed to have them, and they're both OVO pop-up shops. One in Toronto and one in LA. Retail will be 225, and they drop February 13th. This will be a difficult pair to purchase. No lying about that. No getting around it. Unless you got a plug. If you do, you're lucky. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 5 Low. This is a part of the All Star collection. This is a grade school exclusive, and they feature cool gray, wolf gray, white black, bunch of grays. As you can see, it kind of has like the reflective type finish to it. It's not a bad shoe. I could definitely see kids wearing this. So they're gonna drop February 13th. Retail is 140. There's also an Air Jordan 1 that looks pretty much identical to this, which we'll get to shortly. And probably this weekend's most sought after shoe is the Air Jordan 4 OG White Cement. This and the OVOs are both battling. However, the fours will be they'll be more available to the public. You know, you can go into your local finish line, you can go to Champs, wherever your local shop is, and pick these up as long as they have a Jordan brand account and they're in good standing. So retail will be 220, and they drop February 13th as well. Um, Even though I'm sure Jordan Brand is producing a lot of pairs of this specific model. It's not going to be an easy cop. Like, you will be able to go into any store that will have them, but that doesn't mean they're gonna have them. If that makes sense, meaning that the shoes will be available, but in order to get these, you're gonna have to do a raffle, maybe line up, etc. And you got the resellers, you got the people waiting in line. So, try a few different places. Enter a bunch of raffles if you have to, if you really want them. And try online. Wake up early. Make sure your internet connection's working nice. No, no flaws, nothing. All right, so next up we got the Air Jordan 1 High. This is also an All Star weekend release, part of the All Star pack. This is a kids exclusive. As you can see, it's just like the Air Jordan 5 Low. Retail is 110. It's cool for the kids. Like, it's not bad actually. For the kids, it's cool. This is the adult version of the shoe. It's the Air Jordan 1 Retro High. This is the All Star edition. It'll have like reflective type 3M on the sides that will show, like, you kind of see it's like a diamond cut within it. So it's gonna have that, and it's not gonna have Nike Air though. It'll have a Jumpman on the heel. I don't know if that will crush anyone's dreams or whatnot. I know Nike Air on the Jordan 1 will always be bought and you know loved by everyone. It's not a bad shoe, honestly. It's, as you can see, also has a bit of translucent outsole. Retail will be 140 on this pair, and they drop February 14th. So we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Chicago. I think this is a nice shoe. However, I cannot wear Air Jordan 1 Lows. I look like I have duck feet, and that's just me. I mean, I look terrible in them. So I don't buy Air Jordan 1 Lows. That's just, I wish I could this pair, but I look funny as hell. So retail is 130 on this, and they drop February 14th. This is going to be a Jordan Horizon premium release. This is also going to be a part of the All Star weekend pack. I was able to come across this information. February 14th. There, unfortunately, the image hasn't leaked yet, but they're going to be dressed in black, university gold, lucid green, and racer blue. Lucid green seems to be hitting a lot of shoes lately, and racer blue. More on Nike's side though. Next up, we have the restock of the Air Jordan 11, 72, and 10. So if you missed out, this is a great chance to get them again. They're going to be available at Finish Line for sure, rumored at East Bay, and possibly Nike store. And that's going to drop February 15th. That's a Monday, I believe, and retail is 220. Weird day for a restock. As well as the Maroon Air Jordan 6, February 15th, and 220 for this pair. I still see these as sitting around a little bit, so I don't know if this is as huge as a surprise as the 72 and 10. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 5 Low Dunk from Above. This is the first model from the Dunk from Above series that's going to debut. This drops February 20th. Retails 175. This pair is not going to sell out. It'll be an easy cop. The five lows, like the alternate, even though that pair was nice, I actually liked it. You could still purchase that at retailers. So, all right. Last but not least, we have the Air Jordan 12, the Master. a lot of hype for this shoe, but I honestly feel this isn't going to be a first day sellout or anything like that. I think a lot of people want it, but with all the All Star releases, it's getting towards close to the end of the month. People might have not got their checks yet. I think these are going to sit for a little bit. Um, but if you want them, don't take my word for it because I don't want you to miss out. But retail will be 190 and they drop February 27th. What actually sucks is with this whole viewing of everything, the Air Jordan 12 Dynamic Pink, which was a kids exclusive, which if they had made those for adult sizes, I would have picked them up. But that pair was supposed to release this month, but got pushed back. It's really funny because a lot of other sneaker websites are still reporting that they're dropping in February, and it's like nah, no, they're not. Actually, that pair I believe is March 5th, but obviously it's not shown here because it's not releasing this month. But when we do the next edition, we will feature those. So that's pretty much all the Air Jordans that are scheduled to release in February 2016. But what we're going to do for you is we're going to drop a direct link to this page in the description below. And anytime a release gets pushed forward, pushed back, or even a new model pops up for this month, it'll be automatically updated in this section so you can count on it to be here. And what we're going to do for you as well is we're going to have another link to our Air Jordan release date section, which will have dates from January, of course, which is just a few because we like to keep that area clean and just have the hottest releases all the way to September of 2016, as well as one in 2017, but it's not a specific day or anything. It's just rumor release for the Air Jordan 15. So let us know which pairs you plan on copying. I know for sure I'm going to get the Air Jordan 4, the Master 12s, and I'm going to attempt to go after the OVO 10s. So this will be a bit difficult. But of course, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com and remember to subscribe.